together on the internet superhighway. We are live. So we are the Oasis Palisades Retreat Collective. And this is Stephanie Matofsky-Kanan. She's the co-owner of Oasis Palisades, a beautiful sanctuary wellness center in Pacific Palisades, California. And I work with Stephanie. I am a doctor of acupuncture and Chinese medicine. And we have some other members of our retreat collective we want to take a shout out to. So hi, Dr. Tiari White, who is also an acupuncturist. And hi, Terry Allen as well, who is a wonderful intuitive energy worker, meditation teacher, and life coach as well. And then Claudia Field, hello. She's a Beamer expert as well. And so since we are not together live at Oasis Palisades Wellness Center offering retreats, we wanted to make this virtual experience to share self-care tips and tools that you can use at home to educate and empower everyone to be able to become their own medicine, take care of yourselves, have a better quality of life, and know the resources that are available to you. And so we do have the ability to actually see patients. Acupuncture is essential, so I can see patients at Oasis Palisades for acupuncture, which raises endorphins, it reduces inflammation, and helps reduce pain. It also helps to treat post-traumatic stress disorder, anxiety, depression, stress. Essentially, we are looking at holistic ways at Oasis Palisades Wellness Center to help our bodies get back into balance so our body can be in parasympathetic mode to heal ourselves. And so one of the things that can help that is acupuncture. And part of the scope of practice of acupuncture is cupping. And so many of you may not be familiar with cupping. Stephanie has some silicone cups there, for example. So Stephanie came in also, the big ones for bigger muscles in the body. She's also a licensed massage therapist for many years. And so she's been using massage for acupressure, which again, acupressure is part of the scope of practice of acupuncture as well. So what we want to do is stimulate the body to reduce inflammation, increase blood flow, raise endorphins, clear out all of the waste products of cells, help with the lymphatic drainage to detox and reduce inflammation and pain, and give space. So when we clear things out of the body, we have more space for the blood and body fluids to flow, delivering oxygen and nutrients and moisture everywhere in the body that it needs to be. And so, as you can see, Stephanie is demonstrating putting on some of these cups. It's really easy. So what's really fun is that this simple silicone cup set can be bought on Amazon. They have different sets that are different sizes. So like she has this group of sizes. And so that would be great, like for the back, or like the piriformis muscle in the center of the buttocks that creates the sciatica nerve pain going down the leg when our buttocks muscle, that piriformis muscle in the middle is tense. It can cause radiating pain because the sciatic nerve from the spine passes through it and gets pinched. So what's fun about the cups is anywhere that you have pain, right, in any muscle area, and then the different sizes of the cups will allow you to cup onto different sizes of muscles. And then the suction is going to take this skin and pull it up from the fascia layer of tissue. It makes an open freeway system for things to be able to move better with just minutes. So even just 5 minutes of a stationary cup can relieve limited range of motion and pain. So we get stuck together like tape and we get blocked so things can't move. And so the cup will help to unblock those stuck together adhesions, we call them, when tissue sticks together and circulation, blood and body fluids can't move out. It's like a big traffic jam when we have pain. And so the cups open that up like a tow truck so everything can get moving again. So even just 5 minutes of stationary cupping. So you can put a cup on it. I don't know if you guys ever watched
Put a cup on it. Put a cup on it. Woo, woo.
Yeah, anywhere that you have pain, you can put a cup on it. And for as little as 5 minutes, when you take the cup off, you can feel less pain and more range of motion. Those adhesions, those knots, the stuck together area that you had in your body, like on the shoulder area, for example, like Stephanie is showing, you can feel better in just a few minutes. So what's so fun about the cups, I teach patients how to use them all the time. And then, in fact, this week, I just recommended you can get a set of cups of different sizes. You can use them on yourself. You can use them on your family members in your home. So especially like for the back and the shoulders
those
that are
cups
harder
where
to
you have the suction and the thing where it sucks up the air. Like Tony, my business partner, who's also an acupuncturist and
Yes.
kind of showed me how to do cupping on myself. Her daughter, you know, she has one of those gun things where you put this thing and then you put it on the spot and you
yeah,
like,
when you
like
press
going
the
up
gun,
a
you
bike.
increase the pressure level.
Yeah.
It's a pump. It's an air pump with the plastic cups, and they're sold in a set like a suitcase of different sizes.
Yes.
And then you can, because again, the different sizes, you can put them on different areas of the body and adjust the pressure. So with the silicone cup, when you press down and then the cup rises, that's a certain amount of pressure, and that's pretty fixed. And then too, what's interesting, when you get some of the bruising, those tiny blood vessel capillaries that were there in that area, they were weak and they had broken. So after the bruises fade in about 3 to 5 days, you have better circulation because they get rebuilt again.
Oh my
so
God.
all of the blood vessels have been destroyed and then they're rebuilt better, and then you have better blood flow in that area. And the more often you cup, the less bruising that you get, because you're keeping everything flowing and everything strong. And then if you don't see the bruising when you cup, you can just have just a raised area for a little while without the bruising. Then that can indicate the pain was really coming more from inflammation rather than adhesions of stuck together tissue that we in Chinese medicine call blood stagnation from poor blood flow, weak blood flow, and from adhesions sticking together. Then you can get more bruising when that's corrected with the cupping. If it was inflammation, it doesn't need to bruise. It just needed the inflammation to be moved and driven into our lymphatic system from the pressure of the suction of the cupping. So similarly, we have different ways that we can activate our body.
Yeah, I was going to show you some pictures of me. I hope I can find them quick enough. So I'm a massage therapist, and, you know, sometimes if I've been working too hard, my wrists will start hurting. So or, you know, your neck will start hurting, or your shoulders start hurting. So I am the queen of cupping myself, you know, so that I can continue working or just feel better. But yeah,
because it can reduce the pain, help increase the circulation and blood flow, get rid of the inflammation so it doesn't hurt as much. You can keep working.
Yeah, sometimes I laugh and I wonder, it's like, okay, is it it's just the feeling or the distraction? It shifts you from feeling the
well, that's part of it. That's part of it too, because the A fibers of nerves that are sending messages from our skin move faster than the deeper nerve fibers, the C fibers that are in the muscles and
okay, so here's a picture. Look at, see the brute. Wait.
Yeah, exactly.
Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
Like, I mean, it's crazy how, like, if you have some pain going on and you do the cupping around it, like, it could get beet red.
Yeah, and what I'm so amazed about is in just 5 minutes of the stationary cupping, when you get that response of the bruising, my pain levels will go down 75%, and I'll be able to have better range of motion.
Yeah.
Just in the 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Because that's what's truly amazing. It's so short and so easy, and can make such a difference in the quality of the pain. Yeah. So like if you didn't do the cupping, it would be hard for you to continue with the massage at work if you were in pain. but because of
Exactly.
cupping, you were fine and you could totally go through your day. That's what's so cool. And the sets are pretty inexpensive to be bought on Amazon, for example. You can get a set of the cups for 20 minutes. And they're not only for the body for pain, because also at Oasis Palisades, I do facial rejuvenation treatments as well. And so when the cups are used on the face for a cupping massage on the face that I include with facial acupuncture treatments, again, that is stimulating the collagen production and the muscle tone and the blood flow. You get better skin, better quality of muscles and tones. You get a lift and you get a glow. So the sets that you can buy can have a little cup that's the right size for you to use on your face too. That's the one I usually recommend to patients, with the tiny one, and also a couple other sizes, so you can use them on the body and on the face.
But
And
those
get
you don't
great
want to leave long. You just want
results.
to keep those moving, right?
On the face, you want to move. So again, if nobody wants to have any bruises, you can still get results, but you want to move the cup. You're not going to leave it stationary for 5 minutes. When you leave the cup in place for 5 to 10 minutes, you can definitely get bruising. And so you don't want that on our face, right? And you don't have to have it on your body. Like if you were going to go to the beach or something, or wear a sundress, or like, go to some kind of, party on a patio or something, and you don't want the cup marks, you can just move the cup, and then you can put some kind of massage oil on first, and then move the cup over it. So there's some nice, there's like a Weleda massage oil that has arnica in it too, which reduces inflammation and bruising. I like to use in treatments. And I also use CBD lotion, is also anti-inflammatory. The CBD, it reduces inflammation, and that's how it reduces pain. And so when you put the CBD lotion and or the arnica massage oil and then do the moving cupping, you can get the same results of reducing the pain without having the cupping bruising marks from leaving the cup in one place. So nobody has to have the bruising marks to get results. You can do moving cupping instead. That's okay. And yes, particularly on the face for facial rejuvenation, you can use the little cup in the cupping set to do that and not have any bruising too. Because the magic's in the repetition. If we do these things often too, the more often we cup, the less bruising we have, the better circulation we have, the strong blood vessels that have been built, the less inflammation is built up, the less pain we have. And that's what's nice about having access to, like the one Stephanie was showing, like even just a little set of 3 to 5 silicone cups you can use all over the body. Another way to use it for breast health, lymphatic drainage, because we have a cluster of lymph nodes under the armpits. You can use them in the shower when you have soapy water, again, to increase all the blood flow and circulation in the body. The shower is an easy place to keep the silicone cups. They won't be damaged. So that's another way that you can find a way to work this into your routine. One of the things I really was excited about, since Stephanie is an experienced massage therapist, she knows where all of the acupressure points are. So we don't just have to stimulate them with needles, like when I do an acupuncture treatment, or stimulate this lymphatic drainage and reducing inflammation and blood flow with cups. We can also do acupressure. That's part of the scope of practice of acupuncture too. And obviously in massage therapy, you get great results with your patients to reduce pain and open up ranges of motion when people felt stuck and tight in their body. And now the latest wonderful epiphany that she had today, when she is also an experienced dance teacher and she was doing a class today, you can add in acupressure while you're dancing. You can add in acupressure while you're in the shower, for example. You can find little ways to insert activating your body's healing mechanisms with acupressure in many, many ways. So you have the opportunity to come to Oasis to get treatments with me, help teach you how to do these things. At the same time, you can be empowered right now. You can get your own cups, and you can also do some things like Stephanie's dance classes that integrate massage into the dance movements to open up our
as
whole
I mentioned last week, I've been really into since the stay at home. I have been into what can I do with my time that is educational, and I've really been intuitively doing this anyway with my dance classes, because always during my dance classes, it used to be at the end, every dance class I would do some breath work and some tapping and some lifting up your energy and holding up your have your what's that word I always your oh goodness your trigger, your oh great, Tony Robbins use it, your oh my
I'm not sure what you're saying.
You can have a memory that makes you happy and have it be your anchor. Oh my goodness, I had a moment. Sorry. So we all have our moments, right? So I we can, so before in my dance classes teaching at the Y, I always use the last song is to do some breath work and to, do some really just laughter yoga, doing things to shift our energy and some qigong. But I've started to incorporate it more, especially in my Zumba and belly dance classes, like during a song of just doing. So today I was in a class and one of the ladies says, "Oh, why don't you teach a couples how to do massage?" And then I was, that didn't, I was like, oh yeah, that's okay. But you know how something doesn't resonate or resonates. So then I'm dancing with all these ladies. And what resonated with me was to be doing dancing, but also doing acupressure, qigong, tai chi, to incorporate all the things of just getting the energy naturally flowing in your body, because where we put our hands in our body is we are moving the energy, just like the needles do and the cupping. We can direct the own traffic with the energy of our hands and just movements. So I'm learning all these different things, and so I'm challenging myself to break off from strictly Zumba or belly dance and create just doing the energies movement. So I do have, and I have done classes with my friend Beck Brown, and I actually have the domain name mindfulmovementmeditation.com. But so I've always, and then when I started doing online belly dancing and Zumba, I changed it to mindful movement fitness, because dance, but I feel like the movement is mindful movement meditation. So we are flowing within our own selves and getting the energy flowing. And then with our hands, we are intuitively or following along, we are just getting the energy flowing and getting the meridians unstuck. And
because that's the whole issue, is we will stick together like tape. We will turn into a big bag of pudding jello, and we will stick together like tape. If we sit too much, standing too much, laying around too much, it's all a big traffic jam. And so it's really an invitation. How can we make it fun to get things moving? Because when things are moving, the waste products get out, the nutrients and oxygen get delivered. Our body is able to regenerate us to do all of its important functions and jobs. If we are not moving and we're stuck together like tape, like a big bag of pudding jello of inflammation and waste products that can't move anywhere, we don't have any energy and we have pain. It's really that simple. We are an electrical factory, and we have to produce this electricity to move through our body to drive our function on a cellular level, to make chemical reactions that regenerate our cells and tissues. If that can't happen, we don't feel well. We don't have good energy, and we have pain. We don't have good mental clarity. And so this is an invitation. How do you make it fun?
How we were just talking with Dr. Tiari, and she was saying how gut health is everything. Well, in the Chinese medicine and the Tai Chi and the Qigong, the center is the life force too.
Exactly.
So
we have to release it through the movement. Like belly dancing and Zumba are so important. Like with the Kundalini yoga I practice, a lot of the movements are about using the full range of motion of our spine and our waist and our hips so that things move around. We don't have this big brick traffic jam through the middle of our body where nothing moves in or out. So that also we can see the stress weight is part of that tire we get around our abdomen that is showing us that we're not moving enough to release that energy and circulation and inflammation and waste products. Things are trapped there. So it's so important to find a fun way to move. Your dance classes are fun. You know what's fun?
I try to make it fun.
It's easy. You know, if we can do some acupressure, some qigong energy movement with the dance classes in one class, I did one recently on the 28th. We did our self-care Sunday, and in a half hour belly dancing class, you can feel like every part of your entire body has moved. You have no pain. You're energized, and really happy, and really having fun.
Lift, boom, boom. Everybody isolate, right? You know?
Yeah.
And there's something about remember what we were saying before when I was telling you about this, and you know how we're going side, opposite, you know, like there's something about like things we need to do for our brains. I'll let you explain it better.
Doing those movements, so it's called proprioception. So our nervous system is one circuit that's connected. So the right side of our body is connected to the left side of our body. When we want to reset how our brain is communicating with itself, we can reset the right and left hemispheres of our brain and have them communicate better by the way that we move. One of the techniques is called BEST, Bioenergetic Synchronization Technique, by Dr. Sue Morter. And that's one of the ones that I have studied, and also why in other ancient traditions, such as the Kundalini yoga I practice, we do a lot of those movements where we'll take the hand and we'll touch the opposite foot. We're doing opposite movements because we want to reset these short-circuited neurological patterns.
Yeah, so there's even something interesting with the punching, because I've never been much of a puncher, but lately intuitively, or for a while now, intuitively, there's something about it, and also the with dancing, it's a lot of like 4s and 8s and 6s and 2s and sets, and it's like keeping your brain,
in better
communication
too. And also in better harmonized communication with itself. So again, it's about enhancing the flow of energy throughout our entire whole body system. Because we can see there are short-circuited neurological patterns. As a result, when we have emotional stress, it shows up in a part of our body. We'll have knots. We'll have adhesions. The way our posture is, we keep those emotions in our body. They become like a brick, like a traffic jam. Stiff and tight muscles in certain areas of the body reduce blood flow, and then that creates dysfunction of organ function, dysfunction of glands. So emotional stress over time can create a physiological effect of muscle tension in an area that does not allow proper blood flow and proper lymphatic drainage. And then that makes the cells and tissues in that area dysfunctional, not able to operate correctly. And so touching certain points, this pressure point therapy around the head, the body, in these specific sequences breaks all up that whole blockade. And then your energy can circulate and becomes more balanced. You don't have those blocks. You don't have those areas of pain. But it's not just the body pain that leaves. It's the mental, emotional stress pain that leaves too. Because we have this mind-body connection. And I love what you said about the mindful movement, because research studies have shown when people start to key into, like, pay attention, how it feels to do the dancing, how it feels to do the cupping, to really notice how it feels when you're doing these activities, you get better results from having the mindful attention on what you're doing in the dance class, with the acupressure, with the cupping, during the treatments that you might receive of massage.
Let me ask you a question that can that maybe people like me, since I know a little bit about cupping, but in case people want to, we're encouraging people to get their own sets with cupping. Because I'm picturing how I do it, and how, like, in the past, like, so what is right and what is wrong? I know, like, sometimes, does there always have to be one on one side, one on the other? And there's like there's some talking to each other. I know I was going to ask you before, when you started to wanted me to talk about the massage dancing. What did you call it?
If we use the word dance and massage together, we get Dance-Ssage.
Dance-Ssage. New word. Andreas created a new word, Dance-Ssage. I'm going to write that down.
A new experience that is so cool. It can be called this brilliant melding of dance and massage that you have created for your classes. It's great.
So, okay. So with what I've done in the past with it's up and down the spine is that you got two here, and then you got two here and two here. Like, I know tell us about, I know we don't have a lot of time. Oh, actually, we don't have time. Next time we'll talk about the magnet.
Next time we can talk more about that. But initially, there's no wrong way to do acupressure or cupping. You will help yourself if you do some self-treatment. If you put a cup on a place that hurts, it can reduce your pain, reduce the inflammation, help you detox.
So just one cup. You don't need two side by side to be. You just one cup anywhere that's hurting.
For a specific area that you can reach. If you want to clear the whole back, like for neck and shoulder pain, like chronic conditions where you have had it for a while, and one area of the fascia tissue sticking together and adhesions, you want to open up the whole system, get everything moving. That's when it's really helpful. I do a treatment where I do along the whole spine, and also the shoulders, and also the lower back, and also the piriformis muscles in the middle of the buttocks. For people that have chronic back pain, sciatica, neck and shoulder pain, because the whole system's been thrown off and blocked up in many places. And we want to open the entire freeway system. Like, we want to open all of the exits on the 405, all of the connections to the other freeways.
So that sounds so good. Isn't this crazy? We really haven't talked about us being in a pandemic, and with some businesses being half open, or restaurants, only outside, and gyms are closed right now, and nail shops are closed right now.
It's so important to find some simple things that.
But what I was going to say was, like, when you start to talk about the cupping, which is available and is essential part of acupuncture, it just sounded so good, because everybody's missing connection, or even touch, or just being next or in the same room with somebody. Some people. So
again,
thank you.
As our own best friend, right? Our own doctor. We can show up for ourselves as best as we can. If you are in a house like you are, you have your family members, you can cup each other, you can acupressure each other, you can tap each other too. It can work both ways. So especially for on your back, places you can't reach by yourself, it's nice to buddy up with another family member at home, and you can exchange treating each other. But yes, everyone, we just invite you, find a way of how you can integrate more movement and some self-care tools. That's why we come here as the Wellness Wake Up Weekly with you all, so that we can offer you some tips and tools to have a better quality of life, doing some things at home, and know how we can support you. So yes, at Oasis Palisades, We do have acupuncture. It is essential. Part of acupuncture is the cupping, is acupressure as well. We also are herbologists. We do herbal medicine. Herbal medicine can assist too. Stephanie Kanan's partner, Tony Balfour, is also an acupuncturist. She has a wonderful line of dermatology products that are made from Chinese herbal medicine herbs, as well as a Chinese medicine herb line for pets. Herbal medicine, we can evaluate you virtually and ship things to the home too. And so you have some resources with us. We want you to be able to help yourself with tools at home, and also with the support that we can offer even during the shutdown. Acupuncture is essential, so we can help you at Oasis with acupuncture currently, and the herbal medicine as well. And then
Stephanie can help you online, getting
online with the
taking the pudgies away.
That's the mindful movement fitness. You can mindfully move every day. You'll reduce so much pain and stress. And then Stephanie is giving that opportunity to you in some really fun ways, in belly dancing and Zumba classes. And now she does Dance-Ssage. So there's massage acupressure in the dance class too. So you can feel amazing in just a half hour or an hour. And then we really hope that you'll be well and enjoy quality of life. So we have to go now, but we'll be back next week, and we'll give you some more tips and tools to live a better life here. And we'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye. Take care. Have a great day.
You too.
Thank you.